Listen, I'm not gonna lie though. That light could fill a whole baseball stadium.
How do you feel about having a camera in your face?
Yeah. I think I get tired of it after a while, but for one night, it's not too bad.
Thank you so much. We love you. Good night.
First shower. I never sweat on stage, so this is like a lot of sweat for me.
I never thought I'd get used to the high altitude. Like, I thought I was done for the second set.
It was just so like hot. There was sweat filled in my ears. I couldn't hear shit.
The crowd was awesome tonight. Like, they were really good.
You find it hard to sing?
That was the hardest I think I've had to strain to like sing because I was just running out of breath just from the high altitude. But I mean, considering, I guess it was, it was good.
You guys ready? Sarah?
Yeah.
House lights.
Feeling good. A little nervous with all the cameras.
Wait, what is it? 2 or 5?
No,
Why is he throwing up?
This is so good.
Ryan Ross. Same outfit every night?
Yeah. It reeks.
You're gonna get naked. Is that cool?
Go! 3 minutes! All right. Go! Time up.
2 minutes. Just gotta go to the bathroom.
I gotta pee.
1 minute!
We got 1 minute till we go on stage. So I'm thinking we call this show the second to last waltz.
We had
Go ahead.
$50.
What's worse, journalists or
Journalists.
magazine readers?
Journalists.
Journalists, no matter what that comparison is
They're
going to
worse.
be.
They're the worst anything. Journalists, especially just journalists.
Don't get into
Especially once named.
No, like we just had a journalist out with us, and he's a really awesome guy. And it wasn't even that bad, but the only thing was everything that we said,
He wrote down in this fucking notepad.
he'd sit and start writing down. He wouldn't show us the notes either.
I don't know. Sometimes it feels like you're getting crucified.
Yes, it's a crucifixion.
Journalists try to create new genres every time they write an article. Like, I've heard we're dance punk.
Dance punk is
emo,
the best.
Dance punk, emo,
Dark indie, angel indie.
techno, cabaret,
Cabaret.
rock. It's just like they sit down and they're like, well,
Let's think of like 8 words.
let me just make up a new genre and see if people pay attention to what I said.
And you could also say that we're rap.
You could also say we're
So
rap.
We do
broad.
have some pretty quick phrasing.
Trip hop.
Trip hop, dude.
Cabaret.
Cabaret.
Trip hop, cabaret, dance punk.
How's your voice feel? You're constantly singing like.
The past few tours, it was a problem, kind of, because we didn't have much experience playing live shows, and I had to build up stamina right away. So it used to be hard. I've gotten a lot better. I'm very proud of myself.
He's lying.
I'm lying. I still suck live.
Yeah, I would do warm up sometimes, but I don't know. I don't like getting dressed and just sitting around on the couch for like an hour because then all you do is think about the show and then it's weird. I'd rather get dressed and then go right on stage.
I think as a band, we've definitely progressed and improved our live show. Especially now that we're on our first headliner, we can actually do we're actually doing what we want to with props and the players and performers and stuff. So that makes it a lot more fun. for us on stage.
The irony is you have the stage show, right? But then you're a rock there too at the same time. So
Yeah, it's a really weird balance, and we're still trying to figure it out, you know? There's been things where, like, that work and then don't work, and we want that boundary to be there. We want it to seem like it's kind of sort of like a surreal thing, and it's not your everyday people, but at the same time, we don't want to, like, alienate people, you know, with it. So it's like, I don't know, I mean, we've just been doing, like, what's natural so far.
this is a wireless unit. It's basically I can go anywhere on stage, and it doesn't affect me. It
Oh, but actually, you know what? What does it go up to? I honestly think...
goes up to 11.
I feel like a lot of bands take direct influence from other bands and other musicians, but I feel like this band is so much different, at least for me, as like a songwriter. When I listen to bands, it inspires me to write music, but not write music like them. Just music that I hope I like and my friends like, you know, in the band. Which I think with so many new bands, they take all their influence from bands that are no older than 5 years. And it's so modern that you can't create anything different out of something that's so new. Lyrically, there's a lot of different things that, you know, like there are songs about books, and then, you know, there are songs that are just stories that I wrote, and then musically, there are parts that, you know, were influenced by movies or musicals. You know, there's an allusion to Sound of Music in one of our songs. So it's just a bunch of different things, I guess. We don't let just bands, you know, be our influence. It's kind of like anything that motivates us.
Did you go to public school or private school?
Public.
Brian, you went to Catholic school, right?
Yeah.
I went to
I
that.
did indeed.
Me and him went to Catholic school.
It sounds like you really have great experiences in high school.
No, not really.
We hated it.
I was really popular in middle school, and then something happened, and
Yeah, 8th grade I was popular.
I started playing guitar.
I was
and
the
just-
drummer. That was cool at the time.
Is like Sweet's Revenge, the success that's happening with this band right now? Is that like...
I guess, but it's not something I think about every day. Where I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm fucking cool now. Like,
Well, it's like you remember, you know, Kurt Cobain, the guy used to beat the shit out of him, was at his
Yeah.
concert.
yeah, that happens.
That actually happens a lot.
Yeah. Like when you guys go home, and like you run into these guys that are complete assholes to you.
Yep.
And then they're
And
like,
then they're totally nice. Want to hang out. Want your number.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
And then you just, you know, you're polite, but actually the thing is, like, I don't put any energy into it because, like, I did, and it was pointless. And now it's like, you don't really need to take revenge because, like, you already, like, I mean, I'm already happy with, like, what I'm doing.
This band started receiving recognition was like a vital point, you know, just with music in general, like bands that were being played on the radio weren't around for more than a couple months at a time, and you know, everything out there just sounded so like exactly the same, and I don't know, I think it was just like timing, I guess, you know. It's not that any of it was planned, it just happened.
Hey, bro, you ready for this, Ryan?
And Ryan Ross, MVP, everybody.
MVP.
Since Ryan is the MVP,
Why don't you explain it, Ryan?
he doesn't have to talk.
Actually, it started, I think, probably about a week into the tour where one of us, I don't remember who, pulled some, you know, some ridiculous move on stage, right? John may have fallen or something, I don't know, but at that point, we decided that Zach, our security guy, decided that he was going to give an MVP every night.
The first MVP.
When was it?
I believe it was me. I'm pretty sure it was me.
Oh, man.
What was it for?
What was it for?
Like, I really think the first MVP was Eric. And then John.
You know, you guys blew it away.
You guys
The competition
stole
away.
Lot
And
of
you know,
fans,
MVP is whatever.
It's fun to like have like that element of all of us on stage where we can all have a good time and like,
they are
you
gonna
know,
be here all
kind of
night.
not goof around because we're still playing the songs and we still take everything really seriously.
You know, nothing
There's gonna be a little something
compromising
special on
to
stage for you
the
guys
live show.
filming that, too.
Just, you know, you explore some space and you got some room, so you can be more flamboyant.
We all kind of came right out of high school, or Ryan was only one semester into college, so we didn't really know what it was like to have a career other than, you know, at that point we were kind of making the decision of what we wanted to do with our lives, and this happened to be a choice. And I think if we were all 23, 24, 25 and had to make the decision of, you know, doing at that point, obviously we would have all either been in college or had, you know, some form of a solid job, and that decision would have been a little bit different at that time. I mean, this was still something that we'd only been doing for a few years, so to us it was still that kind of that dream of being able to be a musician, you know, and we hadn't ever kind of done it and then had a downfall and then kind of kept trying to do it. So I don't know, we got really lucky in how quick everything happened.
As far as family goes, my dad was definitely not supportive of me dropping out of college. You know, I had a scholarship and I was pretty much going for free. To then throw that away and try to like make it in the music business was not such a good idea to him. He couldn't really understand that I was going to try to make this work when I was young and had the chance, and you know, just to see what would happen. He didn't want me to take that chance.
Hold on, we got one more before we go. We need to go now, buddy.
We got one more at the bottom.
I guess things have changed so much, and that kind of gives you like the perspective of how fast things have happened for us in the past year, because then when you talk to somebody you haven't seen in 2 years, it kind of makes you realize how much you've done and how much your life has changed from when, you know, 2 years ago. And so I don't know, I think that when kids come to our show, hopefully they, if they're in any way musically, you know, if they are involved in music in any way, it obviously would inspire them, or even if they're not, just, I guess, make them hopefully walk away thinking that they've seen something that they've never seen before.
Yeah, I mean, I've read stuff, you know, about, you know, kids walking away from the show and just being really inspired to create, like, their own art, whatever it is, you know, just by talking to either the Lucent people or, you know, talking to one of us, and that's just, like, a really good feeling. It's just a side benefit from, you know, pleasing ourselves, I think.
Right there. Final thought. It's all good stuff. It's all there.
All there.
No, I kind of agree. Like, you know, when I can go out and talk to kids, and you know, they're always like, you know, I'll have a few kids that are like, you know, you inspire me, and you know, to play music, and you know, my band, you know, we're covering one of your guys' songs. It's weird to hear that, you know, being a band for such a short time, we've had such an influence on our fan base already, and I think that's just special, kind of, you know. It's just kind of, it's flattering. It's really cool to hear kids say that, and you know, kids that aren't much younger than me, any of us, and that's just, you know, just really, it's surreal.